I think now, it's a great resource for me as you say, in thinking about how to do things a little differently, particularly in global businesses. I'm involved in global financial services now. I just came back from Dubai last week in Manila. I feel very comfortable going to those countries. I've been there before. There's nothing new or mystical about it for me. And I think people feel that in you and they appreciate it.
I would agree with that, and I think that's a really good lesson I want to just underscore for the people who are watching. I know a lot of them work internationally. Unfortunately, I think a majority of the tendency, we go into a country and we just sort of snowplow their culture, and we ask them to speak our language, and
Big mistake.
it's a big mistake, yeah.
Yeah.
But just culturally, I think traveling internationally really rounds you out, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I've done a little bit of travel myself, and just being in a different country, you realize, oh, there are different ways to do things.
Yep.
And they are good.
Yeah, and they also, if you respect their culture and you can make reference to your history, and they appreciate, when I go to Cyprus, people knew I went to the British school there, and then I went to the Cypriot school there, and I know the street names, and I know where Famagusta is and Kyrenia and the beaches, and Troodos and all the places where the current population hangs out, and I've been going there for 30 years. That is a huge financial hub. People don't realize how big and how many transactions occur in the Cypriot banking system, because that's where sort of the East meets the West. Russians are very active there. There's a ton of capital from the Middle East there. It's sort of like a neutral ground, but a very important place to have relationships.
Yeah, another good lesson. I mean, when you show respect, you get respect. And I'm sure that's a big part of your success. I want to pivot a little bit and talk about how money has or has not changed you.